Hello, this is Christina with On Request Magazine, and I am here to give you our audio review of Eric Anders and Mark Obitz's new single, Matterbloomlight. Americana folk duo Eric Anders and Mark Obitz may have seemed like an unlikely duo back in 2002 when they first met. At that point in time, Eric was training to be a psychoanalyst, but had recently begun singing. The two met at one of Mark's shows, and that meeting set a course for what would become a long-lasting partnership. They recently released a full-length album titled Of All These Things, and their single off the record, Matterbloomlight, is a tribute to George Saunders' novel Lincoln in the Bardo. Both Eric and Mark have done quite a lot musically since their first meeting in 2002. Mark worked as a solo artist with gigs at several venues in Southern California and on cruise ships before going on to work on several studio projects with artists such as Jonathan Moffett, Marilyn Lenoble, Gavin McKillop, Zachary Ray, Morgan James, and Tim Corcoran of the Whedon Boys. After their initial meeting, Eric and Mark wrote over 50 songs together, which went on to be released by Eric on 4 subsequent solo CDs. Between then and now, the duo took some breaks for personal lives, with Eric getting married and having children. Still, the pair couldn't deny the artistic chemistry they had, and they have resumed this musical partnership with the release of their latest album, Of All These Things. As mentioned above, the single Matterbloomlight is an ode to George Saunders' Lincoln in the Bardo. The song skillfully portrays the mood of the popular novel, and without knowing fully what inspired them to write the song, I'd have to guess that both artists are true fans of the story George Saunders put to paper. The music is haunting, no pun intended, but what I found more impressive was how Eric and Mark seemed to be perfectly matched duo. If I hadn't known this song was related to the novel at the outset of this review, I would have still thoroughly enjoyed the vocals and the melody. Knowing a little bit about the book, however, I think the pair did the story justice in their song. I'd be interested to know if Eric and Mark ever watched the Netflix show Love. There's a character in the show and his circle of friends that get together to write theme songs for movies that don't have one, and it's a great element of the show. I think Eric and Mark nailed that concept with Matterbloomlight. This book is something that is, and it can be controversial, but it definitely has a big following. And, when it relates to the afterlife, I think it's also something very interesting. And I really loved how Eric and Mark used that as the backdrop for this track. They did it very well. So any fans of the book are definitely going to appreciate this single. We're going to link the single here so you can check it out, and also give you links to their website and their Facebook page. So be sure to check it out and grab this single for your playlist. Thanks.